got the nicest cave in town.
You embrace what, Steph?
I embrace my
whiteness.
Asian.
And now you embrace your whiteness too.
Yeah, I do. Every time I go into Trader Joe's and I see those Scandinavian swimmers,
like, I'm
I always
home.
say, my peoples. Those are my peeps.
The weird part is she says it to anyone who's there, and they just don't understand where she's coming from.
She sees
No, some people really know what I'm referencing, and I appreciate it because I just get a smile out of them, and that's all I need.
No, they're smiling because you're the weirdo lady talking to them about your peoples looking at fucking candy fish.
Pointing at knockoff Swedish fish.
It literally says
They're smiling
Scandinavian.
politely because they're afraid of you.
Yeah.
Whenever something vaguely Scandinavian comes on the TV, Steph's just like,
At this point, Steph's just watching the Northman on loop.
Yeah, no. When she watches Frozen, she really understands now what they're singing about.
She's been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla like
haven't played that
all
yet.
week, man. Like she's deep. She's replayed.
She only
God of
eats
War.
pickled fish from now on.
Oh, dude! Wait, was that the pick? No, that was the video that we watched recently was
the stinky
the
tofu?
year the century tofu or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Not century egg. It was something tofu. I was like, don't worry, we won't do that here.
No, we are not.
We won't. I'll never subject you guys to trying that.
Tofu?
I'm not eating anything that's a century old. I don't care.
The really old tofu. It's supposed to be like a delicacy, but these people, I don't know who they were. These people tried it online and it was really bad.
These two white dudes, like one of the guys just kept on gagging like every like 10 seconds.
But is it actually from like Scandinavia?
No.
We're
Sorry,
talking
this is
about different things
Asian.
Oh.
This is Asian.
Okay,
Yeah, so the
Like
stinky
Chinese
tofu,
tofu?
it was a Chinese delicacy that these white people could not handle the smell of at all.
Okay.
But since Steph is 1% Scandinavian, we do have to eat strumming. So
the fish?
the fish.
No.
No, we can't subject
Fish
them
and
to
pickles.
that.
What are the two things that I don't really like?
You don't like pickles?
No.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, that one episode Rick and Morty came on. He's like, nope, change channel.
No, we have.
I mean, but like you don't. I mean, I understand like maybe not like on your burger, but like you wouldn't eat like a little gherkin on like. Oh, okay,
Nope.
just checking. Yeah.
Anything
he only
like
tried it for
vinegar,
the
like
podcast.
the vinegar taste is not something I can deal with. I do not like it.
All right,
So, like,
sip
anything
Spanish durian.
We did that.
We tried this. They did not like it, and I will admit, every
The
opportunity
burps were the worst.
Smells like gasoline.
every opportunity that I've had to have it again. My coworker the other day brought me this like it was like these little rice candies, and she's like, "Oh, there's a durian one," and I was like, "I'll eat it," because I tried all the different flavors, and then I kept telling her throughout the day, I was like, "Girl, I got the burps. I regret eating this. It was awful."
Them stinky dead body burps.
They're. I just wanted to know.
Cucumbers are fine. I'm okay with
strong.
cucumbers. It's the vinegary, briny like that. When that comes into play, I don't like it.
Do you
Anything that
like
involves
vinegar
that.
in general? Do you not? You're not a vinegar
I
fan?
mean, I like a vinaigrette.
What if they had cucumbers in vinaigrette? Would that then be a pickle?
Well, no,
No, because that's not how pickles work.
yeah.
That's just a dressing.
Do we have to call in at Wash in the Wind to tell us how to make pickles?
And define what pickles are.
Who?
Anthony's old
My
roommate.
old roommate Alan, who was
that's
on the
Pickles.
pickle show.
That's what I thought you
were.
were referring to, but I didn't. Not ever heard that.
I'm gonna say the pickle.
Nonsense. So I
Wash in
wasn't
the
sure.
Wind. That's his handle on.
Yeah, it's his Twitch handle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his social media.
Right on.
Oh yeah, he also streams. Go follow Wash
does,
in the
yeah.
Wind here on
Yeah.
Check out
Twitch.
Watch the Wind. He's still doing Hearthstone, I believe.
Yeah,
He was doing Snap for a while.
big
but I think he
into
went
deck
back.
builders.
Yeah.
Good for
Well,
you.
I like a pickle. I mean, I like the little gherkins
love
on a plate.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want them on things. But there's like certain things like if I get a Cubano, I'll keep the pickle on there because
yeah.
it's supposed to be
on
on there.
Yeah.
The same with like What's the other sandwich that's supposed to have a pickle? Like a Reuben? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Reuben's
I
also,
think-
yes.
Is that
Yeah,
sauerkraut
like,
they put on that one though? Reuben sauerkraut?
You can
think
put
You
sauerkraut on the
can. I choose not to.
Yeah, I don't-
But
Okay.
like, yeah.
I feel like it's all.
Oh, apparently Popeyes is doing pickle everything right now.
Ew.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that the one with like a pickle shake? Not shake.
What?
Pickle icy?
Slush?
Limited.
That
Pickle
was
slush.
Sonic.
Who was doing the pickles?
Sonic had the
Sonic?
pickle ice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the pickle slush.
Was that
Yeah,
an
look,
April
They have a
Fool's or
pickle
did
we
they
also
lemonade,
tried.
apparently.
No, we drank that.
I would try a pickled chicken.
A pickin'?
I would try that.
A pickin'? Yeah, I would try
Pickled?
that. I'm sure it's just chicken with like a weird taste to it.
No,
But I
you
only
mean
want like
chickle?
one. Like
I
I'm
like
not
chickle.
I'm not gonna order a
Chickle's pretty
full
good.
meal.
Chickle's good.
You know what I mean?
Chickle's
Like
good then.
I'll do the full meal. I've consumed a pickle popsicle before.
Ew.
see, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I like sour
Uh,
things, so
I do
yeah,
too.
yeah. But I love a cucumber. I mean, I'll
Ooh, I
eat
like
salad. I'll
Cucumber's
put
fine.
yeah.
I love cucumbers.
I'm not just like eating one like a carrot, but
Oh no! But like,
Dice it up,
I
yeah.
get it, but I'm like, I'll put shit on it. you
I
know.
don't really what is it? The I forgot what they're called. The sweet ones, the sweet pickles. Was that like a
Swickles?
butter?
I think
and
that's what they're called.
is
I
it-
think it's
yeah.
called sweet pickles, right?
yeah.
Someone brought
Squickle.
at our potluck last week. Someone brought a jar and they were opening up the pickles, and I didn't see what kind of pickle it was. I just knew they were pickles, and I like pickles, but they were the sweet ones.
You just grab one
They're not
forehand
my
in the jar.
go-to. They're not my go-to, but I like them,
I don't-
especially
yeah,
the
I don't
mini
really like
ones.
sweet pickles.
Yeah, but I like relish.
Oh, I hate
I'll-
relish though.
I could do relish.
Only on a hot dog.
Ruin the hot dog.
Leland, how do you do a hot dog?
Well, man, we have been through this
Have
so
we?
many times.
I don't remember.
Yes, like we have had so many hot dog discussions on this. You know,
We
how do
did
we
last
all
week.
make it? How we're all each of them think they're wrong? How Steph wanted a purse that was a hot dog? How we
That's
don't know
true.
if it's
Remember.
actually a sandwich or not? Like we
It
have,
is.
we have exhausted. We have exhausted the hot dog discussions.
I saw
What-
someone do what would be a hot dog, but they put a banana
No.
in the bread,
No.
and then they put chocolate drizzle, like Nutella drizzle, and something else.
It's the bread that throws me off. It's not everything
No,
else
wait,
is
wait,
fine.
wait, 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 wait. Let me
I'm coming around to it now.
let me approach the bench. What if it was a King's Hawaiian bun?
That
So
could go
with
sweet
the
and
banana.
savory.
Not with the banana.
You could go both ways.
No?
Oh.
No, you could go both ways.
I think that
It's-
sounds pretty
Hawaiian?
great.
Because
It's the bread
sweet
on the
sweet, with sweet on it. Like
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
It's sweet and sweet bread. Yeah.
It's the
That's
bread on
cool.
the banana that bothers me the most. Like that's a texture and taste thing for me. I have never had a banana fried
Peanut butter banana sandwich?
No, hell
Oh
no.
my
sir.
God, that's
Oh,
so
bro.
good.
What I
though.
do,
That
Me
is
and
good.
Jordan-
Yes.
me and
Drizzle
Jordan
honey on it?
before in the
Oh,
morning,
it's
we
just-
used to toast bread and then put peanut butter and then get a banana and then slice it up so it just looked like a little
Mhm.
like a little thing.
Look,
That's-
look, man. I have days where I don't want to be here. If I eat something like that, that's just gonna push me closer to the end. And I don't want to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. I mean, banana bread, yeah, Scott, but that's Graf, it's
Ooh.
your wrong person. It's all yellow on my screen, so I don't know who's talking.
I
Fucking the colors are all over. Yeah, but that's different. It's bananas. I can't explain the difference. It just
do
is.
you put anything on your
Texture
banana
difference, I'll
bread?
give you that.
I spread a little peanut butter on my banana bread.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
I
I've
just
ever
wanted
had
to know.
banana bread.
It's
I
good.
think you can.
It's
How
good.
have you gone this far?
I mean, did you
Yeah.
not adapt that during the pandemic like everybody
Well,
else?
because
did?
there's a lot of baked goods I just don't eat.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can.
fuck.
True.
That's
yeah,
right, that's
yeah.
right.
It, honestly,
Listen.
it may have. Yeah, I don't
We all
remember.
forget
I'm sure
Leland's
it was-
colorblind, and we
Yeah.
all forget Jordan can't eat eggs. He's allergic.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Thought I saw a recipe that's like an eggless thing because technically the texture of banana mashing it and then putting the flour can take away from having to put egg in it. Period.
You could
So-
probably do it without eggs. People
So
are
I
clever.
feel like you could still have that.
Okay. Well,
In a
you
sense.
just brought, okay, so me and Jordan both have a disability. We're going to call it that today.
Mhm.
Well, what are your two? Do we all four have some sort of weird, dumb thing that we can't
That's what I was
control?
trying to
Granted,
find
3
out.
of you wear
Yeah.
glasses.
Steph,
I mean,
Steph has
fair.
face blindness for just white people,
Shut up.
and I got a big
That's-
dick. We all have problems.
It's true. He's a tripod.
Oh, that
He has
sucks.
to keep it up or he'll fall
At least
forward.
there's something to break your fall.
What's wrong, Leland?
Whoa! Whoa!
Just
in
I
case,
just wasn't
you
I just
never
wasn't
know.
ready.
They call me
Yeah.
old kickstand Tony.
I mean, like,
Get
no,
a
they don't.
get a little tired
No, they
here.
don't. Like, it's like,
That's why
Waiting
he
in
always
line
walks
in
with one
Disney, just
stiff
like, hold on,
leg.
guys.
I mean, like, the shitty part is like I've known you for very, very, very long time. Like I can confirm or deny all this shit. Like it's like I can either make you famous or I can make you not. It's just one of those things. Like yes, I'm good. Just wasn't
We all
really.
have our setbacks, everyone.
I just didn't think of it as a disability. I was like. I mean, I was gonna say Steph's disability is her 1% whiteness.
Nope, advantage. That's what that is.
Dude, you know how shitty that would be if I was just like, "Excuse me," and just
to the way at D&D. No, I know. I've been there for it at D&D. Yeah, that's what the D and the D stand for.
no.
We're gonna fight this purple worm.
I literally had this conversation with someone last week about like
About
allergies.
dicks? Oh.
No, allergies. Because
Dick
there
allergies.
is
Are we talking
there's
about
this
allergies?
test. There's this test I wanted to do, and I was trying to do it at CVS, but then I realized it's like a lot because I finally got a hold on. Like, there's a thing called like a food sensitivity test, right?
Yes.
And I wanted to try it. And I was calling CVS because I saw that CVS does it, and I finally got a hold of like the pharmacy that does it because not all, I guess their minute clinics are closed or something like that. Not all of them are open. So I called the one in El Cajon, and I was just like, I had a few questions about this like food sensitivity test, and I'd really like to just see how much that is with or without insurance. And he was just like, well, the thing is, it can easily be $99 or it could go up to $300. We won't know until you do it. And I'm just like, yeah,
Hell
I'm not
no.
willing to take that chance.
Do they charge by what you're allergic
Sounds like
to?
a bit.
Yeah, that sounds not accurate. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's so dumb.
If you're allergic to
in
10 things,
elementary,
$100.
Yeah.
Above that,
elementary and middle
200.
school, because we talked about this. I was like, the allergies I was ever aware of. I specifically remember in middle school on my allergy card in the nurse's office, the nurse put grass because my legs got itchy when I sat on the grass.
Everybody get
Realized
itchy
later
from
on,
grass.
everyone gets
Yeah.
itchy when they sit on the grass. But me specifically, it said grass as my allergies.
That's
And
like
then-
you broke a bone and they were like, "This is really bad for you."
And then I think at one point,
Allergic to falling.
I had
out of
an
trees.
allergic
Yeah.
reaction to like sardines, like the canned sardines. I used to like rash out like on my like around my lips or whatever. Which apparently I grew out of that allergy because when I worked at Seafood City, they had samples and I ate it and I had no issues.
We get it. You work for Seafood City.
You know what? You guys should all know I worked fucking everywhere. Jamba Juice.
No, you worked at
City,
3 places:
Black
Jamba
Angus.
Juice, Seafood City, and the fucking Smash Burger.
And they
Yeah.
all three always come up in every conversation.
You've never once mentioned that you worked at
all
the
the
Black
time.
Anus until right now.
They used to call it Black Agnes, and then one time
It's true, I used to call it Black Agnes.
This one kid, I remember
it's not what
at
I
our
call it.
at our freaking street fair, one kid goes, "Hi, can I use the bathroom at Stuart Anderson's?" And I was like, "The fuck is Stuart Anderson?"
Stuart
That's what it
Anderson's
was.
Black Egg.
Stuart
Angus.
Anderson's Black Angus. I was like,
What?
Yeah.
"Yeah,
Yeah,
No.
Stuart Anderson's Black
it's the
Angus."
fancy writing
No.
over the lasso.
Guess I never really paid attention.
I had no
I
clue.
think
I was
I've
like,
only
"What the
been
hell
there
is
maybe like a handful of times.
Maybe 2 in my lifetime.
Yeah, like my
And
parents
Why-
considered it the expensive restaurant, so we never really went there.
Back
I
when
was a
Red
fan-
Lobster was also a fancy place.
Sizzler. There used to be a
was-
line around the corner
Sizzler.
for that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Remember
Oh my
when there was
God,
a
this
line at
is-
Hometown Buffet?
Gross, but yes.
Never fancy.
Yeah.
Popular, but never
Fancy,
fancy.
Yeah.
Insane. So many
Yeah.
lines. It was nuts.
Well, yeah, because
Um,
it's a lot of food you can eat for a very low price.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
And Santee was a lower middle class that could afford it, but also needed to eat as much as they could.
I
Yeah.
mean, but so
You know,
okay,
there was
so
lines for soup plantation.
okay, I'm allergic to penicillin. Jordan's allergic to eggs. Is there any?
Are
What
you?
are you allergic to anything else?
No.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Some
you know
people get all
what?
the gifts.
Grapefruits used to
I know.
upset my stomach.
What?
Grapefruits. They used to like upset.
I
my
mean, maybe it's
stomach.
just the acidity.
Well, I mean, it was a huge issue because the last time we went to what was it? Polite Provisions. I got a drink that had grapefruit in it. I remember later on, I just threw up. Like I just could not have a grapefruit because it was just so strong.
When was the last time you had grapefruit?
Not too long ago, because after my gallbladder came out, I realized I could have things.
She's like, when I worked at Jamba Juice.
But okay, you got your gallbladder out like 10 years ago at this point.
No, it's actually not. It's not 10.
How long has it been? Because you're doing the
8,
math in your head
7?
right now, and now you're like, oh no, it's getting
9?
close.
It's 9.
Is it?
Oh, 9.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh no.
it's 2016.
God, we've been doing this a long time.
Jesus Christ.
So every April, I remember because I was hanging out with Roseanne. Roseanne goes, "Ooh, Peeps," and I was like, "Yeah, I remember Peeps. I already know what time it is of the year because when Peeps come out, I know they were Oreos, and Oreos."
She gets a phantom
like,
pain in her gallbladder.
Oh, I was like, what the if I didn't know where she was going with this, because it sounded like, Steph, you were like, oh, I know it's Easter when the Peeps come out, or because it happens every year at the same time.
No,
Yeah,
no, it's
every year
every
he
April.
returns.
Yes.
Actually,
Peeps
no, every March,
are
April.
Peeps have gotten into every holiday though.
True, but
Oh,
they
that's true.
originated in the one, so you know, like, yeah.
Yeah, they started doing those Peeps. What is it, snowmen?
I mean, Peeps come in all sorts of shapes, colors, sizes, and flavors at this
I don't know.
point,
Every
like-
time I see the opportunity for a Peep, I get reminded that I don't want one.
Yeah, I'll try one. Like I'll like
But they're there.
once every 2 years or something. I'll be like, all right, let me try this one. And I don't know why. It's the same outcome every time. I take one bite off the head,
And then you
and
don't
I go,
eat
yeah,
anymore.
these aren't good, and I throw the rest of them away. Like I don't even finish eating the one I start. I'm like, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
just
why I
took
did
the
this.
bite and you're like, no, I'm good.
Would
Yeah,
you
okay.
rather eat a peep or a circus peanut?
Ooh, circus peanuts.
Circus peanut.
I like circus peanuts.
Me and Steph are the circus peanut people.
There's something about chewing a circus
Oh, yeah.
peanut that's delightful.
I
It's
like
really
it when they're
airy
kind of
texture.
soft. I don't like the real hard ones, but they're kind of soft. They're like, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
it has
never
this
once eaten
delightful
a circus
soft
peanut.
texture.
I think
I
I
mean-
gotta go Peep.
I think they might be
Ooh.
made with eggs, so you might not be able to.
You could
That's-
try one and not chew it, just to feel the texture. Then spit it out.
Just hold in your mouth a little bit.
A circus peanut in my brain. It's been a long time since I've had one, but a circus peanut
Been
in
a
my
long-
brain
Go on.
feels like eating like a fun size Snicker bar size cereal marshmallow, and like
I
it
see what he
is
says. I know what you
grating
mean.
on my teeth
Yeah,
Mm.
as I think about it.
I understand completely, Steph, what he's saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I understand that too.
I get
get-
the metaphor you're trying to go for there.
Yeah.
Not metaphor, whatever the fuck it is. I'm trying to sound smart.
Analogy.
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 Yeah. It's been a long ass day. And, gummy. So you got,
I'm allergic to bullshit too.
would you say you're allergic to bullshit?
No, because 11 things I hate about you said I'm
Yeah.
allergic to bullshit.
Oh,
and I was
yeah,
like,
Everyone
no,
out here
No.
breaking out in hives. We appreciate your sacrifice.
Oh,
Check out to Live and Talk in LA tomorrow night,
oh.
7:30 p.m.
But like-
See if she gets better.
but like, oh man, I lost it.
I'm
Talking
sorry.
about marshmallows. Talking about
It's
The
not
cereal,
the consistency
the
of a
size.
marshmallow. That's the problem.
Mm.
Is it's a lot harder than a marshmallow, but the texture is kind of there, but it is just pure
It's-
sugar. Like there's
it's
no
got
Weird way,
squish.
it's like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
But it's
They're
not
like
soft.
The peanuts. They're like
Yeah.
the peanuts in packaging.
It's like
Not the crunchy
a
ones.
stress ball that you chew and eat.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
softer.
I think part of the
Yeah.
reason why I
You're
never
right.
ate one is because they always feel stiff. I'm like, oh, these are stale. Why would I eat
Yeah.
these?
No, that's
They
part
Go
come
of
out of
out of
business.
factory stale.
Part of it. You're like,
never
oh,
been
these
a
are
fresh one
stale.
ever.
And then you bite down harder and you're like, oh, there's the chewiness. But it's
Yeah.
not like fake chewy. It's not like a Mamba chewy. It's like,
Like biting a finger off.
Mamba.
no, it's different.
It's like to me, it's a peanut butter consistency, but like hard. Like if it was in like peanut butter was in like a candy bar and you buy it's like that's the consistency. Like the texture to me is a peanut butter,
How do you describe a circus?
but like not good peanut butter, but good peanut butter.
Speaking of peanut butter,
Are
you
you
guys see
asking
that video?
GPT stuff?
Not Chat GPT. I'm asking Google.
Oh, okay.
You guys see that
Ew.
video? It's just on the internet of the white girl who's just like, I don't have much of a personality, but I could do this, and she sticks like a boba straw into a tin of Jif and sucks out peanut butter through the straw.
Dude, so thick. Are you kidding?
She should probably not have put that on the internet.
No,
She
she
rips
did
skin
it
off
for that
people?
reason.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like,
How do you just?
I mean, good for her.
Yeah,
She's now got $1 million contract at
Yeah.
Wicked.com.
she gonna rip the skin off.
Vivid video knocking down her door.
So
Okay.
last Wednesday, I was on my walking pad. You know, I was trying to get my 2 miles in, right? Because I didn't want to go outside. It's just a small treadmill. I was walking on it, and I lose my balance, and I step really hard off of this walking pad. So I'm like, oh, that didn't feel good. So I'm gonna just put everything away. I'm just gonna chill. Later that night, my foot starts hurting, and it hurts pretty bad. I'm just like, well, this sucks. I'm just gonna down 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol and go to sleep. Wake up the next day, Thursday. I cannot put pressure on my foot at all. Now,
bro.
I know everyone's first thought would be, oh no, you sprained your ankle or you broke something. No, neither. I did none of those things. What I ended up doing was I pulled a muscle on the top of my foot.
I've
You
done
got
it.
muscles there?
Oh yeah. And it's a very common thing, especially if you're doing like running stuff. Like it's a very common thing. Now, my problem is I've never done this before, so my foot was hurting a bunch on Thursday. I get through Thursday, Friday, my foot's feeling kind of good. All right, cool. So I work my entire shift standing, which is because I'm a fucking idiot.
Yep.
So that night, my foot back to day one, hurting so bad that I'm basically just bedridden. Saturday comes along, my foot still hurts, and I decide, no, I am watching Sinners. So I did that. Came back, and I've basically just been sitting down or in my bed or using my dad's wheelchair since. So I can just keep pressure off of my foot. Tomorrow, I get crutches. We used to have crutches, but this is like 10 years ago, and we're like, oh, we don't need these crutches, and my mom gave them away when we moved over here. So it's just like, cool, great.
Yeah.
So getting crutches tomorrow. Hopefully, I won't need them tomorrow.
Okay.
But
And then you'll just have crutches.
yeah, but at least now I'll
Fine
just have
for
crutches in
emergencies.
case I need it again in the future. So
For emergencies.
turns out, this is the worst thing I've ever done to myself because it's so inconvenient to get around because I can't walk.
Yeah. I get
Yeah.
that.
Walking's pretty useful.
Yeah,
Any pulled muscle really fucking sucks.
true.
Once you've pulled it and you're just like, wow, this really fucking sucks. Like, I don't know. I told you what happened with pickleball. It was supposed to be a fun fucking time. I did this fucking maneuver. And then kind of pointed out my fucking back leg and then pulled a muscle immediately. And that was in the first 15 minutes of playing.
You
And then
didn't
I
stretch?
limped the whole day. No,
Yeah.
not
Went
even
down like a
that.
second
No,
tails.
it wasn't even the stretching. It's just a very dangerous sport. Because
If you don't stretch,
That's why
no,
so
no,
many
no,
people
no, not
above
even.
the age of 55 play it.
Which is wild. Why would they? No, why do they play this so old?
to
Why do
stay
older people
young.
still play? And they
'Cause
don't
it's
hurt them.
softer badminton.
Yeah,
That game, yeah, that shit is dangerous. I swear. Everyone who's at least tried it, they're limping. Shit happened. They didn't
Is there
stretch.
anybody out there in chat who can corroborate the lethality of
Everyone that
pickleball?
I've talked to
Steph-
who's at least played it has gotten injured.
but
yes.
Steph, we also have to take into account that we are both in our mid-30s. We, in our head, think, oh no, we're still good. We're still spry like we were when we were 25. We are not like that anymore.
Oh, I know that. My coworkers are like, what, in their 50s and they play pickleball. And one of my other coworkers was limping the whole time. I was like, hey, what happened? Are you okay? Dude, I went down, I went up during pickleball. Her whole fucking side down here jolted into her butt cheek down.
Because We are in our mid-30s, and a lot of us have not been keeping up with fitness stuff.
Right.
Gotta stretch beforehand.
That is just a fact of the matter.
I guess. I just think it is also a dangerous subject.
Yes, no,
It is.
It is dangerous, especially if you have not been like active for years. You know, like you're gonna hurt
tell you right
yourself.
Like, it is intense. If someone invites you, go ahead and try it if you want, but don't act like I didn't warn you. Like, just when you try it, remember, Steph said you could get injured. So that's what I heard. And if you do, just remember me saying that, okay?
This just in: sports dangerous. Also, water wet.
Yeah, it was just,
Gravature out here playing badminton. You ever like get hurt on a shuttlecock or anything? Like, you ever
That's
get
what
any
the
of the
badminton thing
badminton
is
injuries?
I know.
Who came up with that name though?
British
Oh, some
people.
old white English
playing-
dude for
you're
sure.
Just playing Batman, like, what shall we call this contraption? A shuttlecock. Like, why?
I would
Why
love
is-
to know the etymology of it.
Yeah.
Like why specifically. There's got to be like some kind of reason. Graviture's taking the shuttlecock to the face.
Sorry, this made me laugh. So 19,000 pickleball injuries occur about every year. 90% of them affecting people aged 50 or older. And then it was talking about a lot of 65-year-olds get fractured wrists, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. It's crazy because it's not like a tennis court. Apparently you wouldn't get injured as badly on a tennis court because you have more room.
Were they crashing into each other?
No, it's the close, jerky movements that you don't realize injure you.
I'm gonna start a petition to bring back basketball. I feel like now is a good time.
Now is the
to do it.
time?
Yes, because there's
Can we
so
bring
many
back
people
kickball?
who don't know what that is.
Where's
I
the
don't.
basketball sequel?
Wait,
know if we
I
need
don't.
one.
No,
I
I
was a
think they could.
kickball and handball person. What's that?
Basketball? Like from the movie? Basketball?
By
No.
Matt and Trey
Repeating
Parker,
it doesn't help me.
the people who
I wasn't
created South
repeating
Park.
it. I was naming the sport, and then the movie the sport was named after.
I don't
mean,
know
they never
either.
even did like a sequel
I'm
to the
still
South Park
confused.
movie. Like, I don't think they're gonna. And that's the
They
one that
did
they
every
guaranteed money.
season thereafter.
No, but you know what I'm saying though. Like, they did like a giant, big budget.
Nah, they didn't
They've
have
had
to.
several movies online.
They made their
Here, I'll go
point.
Google this.
I
What is
wish.
it? Basketball?
Yes, basketball. I wish Matt and Trey from South Park, I wish they had the balls to actually name the South Park movie Bigger, Blacker, and Uncut. Because that would have just been funny.
I mean, look, basketball. I haven't watched it in
Oh yeah,
quite
I
a
never
while, but
watched this.
that movie was a regular in my house. I enjoyed the shit out of that movie.
Yeah.
Never watched
Oh, that
this,
shit was
and,
funny. Like,
I've
and I
seen
can
it
honestly
once.
say
I've
I've
never
never
seen
seen the
it.
box.
I mean,
I've never seen the box art.
when I was
either.
still working at Kmart, we would play it. We'd play it in the back at the basketball court. It's like,
I mean,
it was a
the
thing.
baseball field.
Yeah.
I feel like they explained it enough that you could like.
Oh no,
make-
they walk you through it because they
Yeah.
make the game up in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, like the rules are there.
Yeah,
There-
I mean,
There could still be a basketball league somewhere in the Midwest.
one of the funniest fucking bits in that movie, and I laughed. I if I was to watch it today, I'd probably laugh just as hard as I watch every time. Is they're like staring at the camera, and they're like this way, like kind of position, and someone they're like wait, what's that? And they turn real quick because they're in the locker room. Like two dicks come at the bottom and move with them. Like they just gotta. It's just like it's a subtle joke where you're like, "What the fuck? Just what?" It's like,
Goodness gracious.
all right. Or like when he's talking to Yasmin Bleat, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I think I'm just gonna go home and and take a bath." And she's like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, "Oh yeah, gonna go home and fuck the sleeve of my favorite sweater." I don't know. It's like, and she's like,
Man.
"What?" He goes, "What?"
Why the favorite sweater?
Softest.
Yeah, you don't want to make it the. Come on, man.
But
The raggedy ass sweater. So like rough.
Okay. So I'm not gonna repeat it here because we've talked about it enough. But like, you know that Blue Mountain State show, and I always
Yes.
Puppy's Ear.
Okay, yeah, Puppy's Ear. I was in the store a couple weeks ago, and I mentioned we were talking about America's favorite. What do you call him?
America's largest son.
Yeah, America's largest son, Alan Richardson.
Richardson,
And we were talking about what's that show he's on? Reacher. We were talking about Reacher. I was like, what the fuck's that show, man? And we were talking about Reacher, and someone goes, "Yeah, did you ever watch Blue Mountain State?" I said, "Yeah, I guess he's gonna produce the remake." They're like, "Yeah." I said, "Did you watch it?" He goes, "Yeah." It was like 4 people in the room, and I was like, "The show was pretty funny." And the guy goes, "Puppy Ear." I was like, "Puppy Ear." I was like, yeah, everyone who knows. Like,
I feel like I need to watch this show at some point. If only to see where America's largest son came from.
His shitty part is he's like normal athletic in that.
He's not ginormous.
No, he's just like, oh yeah, you're a normal athletic gentleman who works out too.
Who is tall.
Well,
he is not anywhere near
funny in it. So
I mean, he is also very funny. Yeah, there's a whole bit about like to be better at football, you have to speed walk across the length of the football field forward and backwards with an Oreo cookie smashed between your butt cheeks. And if it melts, you're bad at football.
It's so specific.
Is this show a comedy?
If it crumbles.
Blue Mountain State, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a.
I never really understood what it was. I thought it was like a Varsity Blues kind of show.
It's kind of parodying that.
I'm kind of, but it's a raunchy comedy about a frat football team.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's college.
Yeah, it's college ball.
Oh, I also assumed it was high school.
No, it's college. They can't get away with the stuff that they were in high school. These guys have to be over 18 for some of the jokes.
And then Euphoria came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
The new Blue Mountain State.
No. Other shows. There was Degrassi. There was Grand
Is Degrassi
Army.
as horny as Euphoria?
There's Grand
I've never
Army.
seen an episode of Degrassi.
No, I'm not Canadian.
Grand Army wasn't that horny.
I don't know what
You
those
don't
words
I don't know
mean.
what they're talking about.
Grand
Yeah.
Army
I thought it
it's a show that you can watch on Netflix. It has only
Oh.
one season. It got canceled after that.
Because
It's a
not being
good show.
horny
It's
enough.
pretty fucked up, but yeah.
It was like trying to do Euphoria
Sure.
After Euphoria?
after Euphoria.
Dude, I will say if there's any episode of Euphoria, it's the I think it's the
It's
last
season 2.
Season 2. Lexi's play. That's all you need to know. Lexi's play. It was
Yeah,
a
the
good
last
episode because it's just I don't want to say it. She has a play and it's pretty good.
Yes.
And yeah, everyone's acting skills are phenomenal. Wild.
The Idol?
Like American Idol?
Oh, we watched that. That was
Yes.
the
No, The Idol is the Weeknd's show with Sam
Weeknd
Levinson,
and,
the guy who made Euphoria, starring
The Weeknd.
Depp, Lily Rose Depp, and
Lily Rose Depp.
and Abel Tesfaye.
Oh,
The
that's
Weeknd.
right. I remember.
Where we were convinced the
did
Weeknd
not
was a
surprise
vampire.
That nigga was a vampire. He was just a vampire in
No,
that show.
there's a
They never say it, but
they
he's a
never announced
vampire.
it.
He is
They never
definitely a
announced it.
vampire.
But I think it was like the beginning of the episode. It's her place. He gets there, and Kiki does the whole "Are you gonna invite me in?"
Yes,
and he's just
that
like in
happens.
like a whole.
He's wearing a fucking cloak. Like the man is
cloak.
a
He's in
vampire.
front of the
Bring
door,
it back.
and then he gets invited in, and then he walks in, and we were just like, dude, why does he look like a fucking vampire? Like, because his hair also did that thing where it was kind of like the comb back look. His hair was tied back, so it just
tied back into a rat tail for some reason.
Oh,
He
yeah.
chose this. He created the show and chose that for
that
himself.
was his. Yeah, that was a.
Would it make
an artistic
sense? Does
thing.
it seem like the world could possibly facilitate a vampire?
In that show?
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
Like
Maybe.
It really wouldn't be
if
out of the
season
realm of
2
possibility. That show.
if season 2, how weird would that be?
If they like said he was a vampire, I think I would be like, huh.
I'd be like,
That makes
you know
sense.
what? Okay, I'm glad
That
they
adds another
acknowledged it.
layer that I can kind of understand.
Because he basically has a cult. He kind of brainwashes people, kind of like he seduces
Yeah.
people, kind of like a vampire would. He is a goddamn vampire in that show.
Yeah.
He's a daywalker.
There's only one daywalker.
Oh man.
Really quick, speaking of vampires, did you hear what Ryan Coogler's favorite vampire is?
God,
Eddie
I hope he
Murphy.
says the Count.
Nah, it's Blade.
Oh.
Let
gonna say
Ryan
Count Chocula?
Coogler do Blade.
Well, you saw that meme. It's Homelander was sitting in the theater, like angry, watching whatever they were watching in the show,
Oh.
and someone took it and they said Kevin Feige watching Sinners, realizing should have just let Coogler do Blade. It's like,
I have not seen
like-
that, but that's very funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
yeah, I was like, come on, man, like, just let the man do it. I mean, at this point,
Let him fucking do it.
honestly, at this point,
Nobody
we've
else
not
is doing it.
Yeah, we've not seen Mahershala actually be Blade anywhere. We'd only heard his voice, so you can recast and have no
true.
problem at this point. No one's gonna bat an eye. That dude, when he signed up for that show, he was like 40 something. He's now 122, and I think he's too old already. I was like, you're
He
done.
is too old. He's like 51 now. And it's just
Yeah,
like
you're
come on.
now too old for this.
Just
You know?
let Coogler do Blade 4, starring Wesley Snipes as old Blade, and it's the end of that Blade story. Let Coogler do that. Give him a
I
Logan.
hate how quickly you sold me on that.
I mean, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to end the Blade story though.
That Blade.
I don't know.
'Cause
But
that-
can Blade be a legacy like that is passed on? Like
I mean,
Blade feels like it's a singular dude. I don't know if I can
I
like.
Make it not MCU. It's just Blade 4, so it's in that same continuity. So
In the
that-
Fox universe,
It's in the Fox universe, so it's just contained there. So we can
Ah,
still
I
have an
feel like I would
MCU
want
Blade
more.
later. You know?
My mind went somewhere else. And then I, realized
Scott's
that was
right.
wrong.
There is an active multiverse. They can just drop anybody.
there
in at this
is,
point.
but they only dabble in it. Like I don't know what's going on with Fantastic Four, where that fits in, or where it will end up fitting in after Doomsday or whatever. But like, yeah,
Galactus
it's a
wins.
multiverse, but 616 is still its core. Like,
I mean, I'm under the impression, from what I have gathered and just my own theory, is that whatever happens at the end of Secret Wars is just going to reset this universe into one, and
That'd be smart.
either certain people are going to be there, certain people are not. They get the opportunity to recast people, make them, you know what I mean? We might get another Iron Man that's not Robert Downey Jr. You know,
And that's fine.
and there
I
was the
say
whole
10
thing.
years of X-Men. Like, just put the Avengers
Yeah.
away for a while.
I mean, and then there's the whole thing online the other day that I read that they were saying that Chris Evans' secret is he's coming back as Hydra Cap, and I was like, I don't want that. Like, I don't. I'm not interested in watching Captain America be a Nazi currently.
Yeah.
I was like,
Don't want
think
that.
we-
Yeah,
don't need it.
that's not
Now's not the
necessary.
time.
I was like, yeah, you all need to read a room. Like,
Yeah.
That's not
it's
necessary.
just like,
I'd rather see him in old makeup and be old Steve Rogers, who's
I
still
mean,
pretty
I-
strong, but like just second to Captain Falcon now.
I mean, I would just assume that during Secret Wars, someone's gonna start shooting at someone. He's just gonna fucking show up and block it with his shield. We're all gonna lose our shit. You know what I mean? So,
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
trash can lid because he doesn't have the shield anymore, you know? And
Multiverse.
be like, that's not how
Trash
that
can
works,
lid.
but it's fine. It's Chris Evans.
yeah, it's like, I mean, who the fuck knows? I mean,
Corum,
God
I
knows,
miss
they don't know
when-
what's going on.
Corum, I miss when not everybody was doing a multiverse.
That was nice, yeah. Those were
Yeah,
the days.
I remember when that was just a thing I was into,
I
and
liked
not
it.
the thing everyone was pushing on us.
I liked when everything didn't have a shared universe.
Also true.
Like let people just independently exist, you know? Everything doesn't have to be connected.
Yeah, we don't have to build to the Avengers in every franchise. Like, just have
Yeah.
one.
But still, give us more Always Sunny in Philadelphia crossing with Abbott Elementary. Just keep doing that. That is a lot of fun.
That was fun. I watched that recently.
I hear you all, and I don't necessarily disagree, but I want to see Batman and Superman in the same movie.
Then make a Batman and
Yeah, you
Superman
saw
movie.
4 of them.
That's fine.
No.
It doesn't have to be. It's Batman and Superman, and it's always those two people playing Batman and Superman forever. Just do another movie, and it's just Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, 3 different actors. Why not? Who cares?
Sure, that I'm okay with. But I like
still have like Robert Pattinson Batman going forward, and
so that's
it
going to
will
be a thing no matter what. Yeah,
and it's separate from whatever Gunn is going to do.
yeah.
That's
Does
fine.
not make me blink at all. I do not flinch at it.
because they think we're stupid. Like, they really don't understand that we can't understand why. Well, we can't recast Chadwick because people would be confused. Would they? I have 5 Spider-Men, and I can tell you each one of them. You know, like, there's 16 Batman and 19 James Bonds. I think we're okay if we had another Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like, I understand out of like kindness and what's the word I'm looking for?
Memorializing.
Like, sure, but like, no, you denied an entire generation another Black Panther movie because of some obligation to someone who passed away. I mean, that sucks, but like, a lot of people die.
Yeah.
Should have been Michael B. Jordan, or
Could have literally recast him as Michael B. Jordan, and not a single person would have been like, no.
different universe,
Yeah.
or just straight recast. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Too old.
But he's Mordo.
He's also
Fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
we
forget
could
that.
find another black actor. There are several.
There's
It's
so
like-
many.
There's so many. Like,
I really like Chiwetel Ejiofor, and I
No,
think
he's
he is
great.
great.
and I think
He-
they wasted him in Doctor Strange too.
He is wasted there.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like he's only there because of contract and not because of character.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't
But
add
that-
anything to it at all.
But that whole movie, to me, after watching it recently, I was like, this is fine.
Yeah, it's a fine
Like,
movie. Like,
It's fine.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
what?
You guys were talking and I was just scrolling and there was a stupid meme that said scientists at Princeton University have reconstructed this 3D model of how Adam, the first human being created by God, might have looked like. And it 100% looks like fucking Vin Diesel, just Vin Diesel, right? And then the caption on the bottom, someone just says, "Look like he drive fast as fuck." And I was like, I see it. That's so stupid. That's why I was like, it caught me off guard.
Steph, you know what you gotta do now.
So fucking dumb.
You know what you gotta do now, Steph. Put it in that meme channel on the Discord.
Yeah,
Let everyone
there.
see it.
I posted
You
it.
look
It's
fast
there.
as fuck.
No, like it's exactly how you imagine it. It's exactly how you imagine it.
Post it in memes
It's
on
there.
Discord.
It's there. It's
I just
on
realized
podcast.
something today. You know that
Pod Squad.
they're making another Now You See Me movie
I
called,
saw that
called Now You See
because
Me,
they had
Now
like
You Don't.
cards.
Wait,
Yeah.
is everybody back?
Apparently,
I
yes,
don't
everyone's
know.
back. Everyone's back.
Yes.
And there's 4 new
Yes.
people.
Fuck them. I want their
But I was watching the trailer and it dawned on me.
Wait, already?
Yes, there's a trailer. I'll post.
This
Post
is
it.
made.
But
It's made.
like something hit me.
Is it made?
What?
There's a trailer.
There's a
Like,
trailer exists.
There's several trailers with just words.
No. It's, you see the trailer and there's people doing stuff in the trailer.
It's not a teaser. It's a trailer.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I realized watching the trailer, just like, oh, Now You See Me is just Fast and the Furious, but magic. That's
What?
just what it is.
No. They're Ocean's 11 with magic.
Same thing.
Ocean's 11? No.
The fuck you say?
No. No one in Ocean's 11 is a superhero. Jordan.
Yeah.
But everyone in Now You See Me is.
No. They're all sorcerers.
Yes,
They
they have
all went to
superpowers.
Hogwarts.
They can just.
Not the same. Not the same. The level of collateral damage is nowhere equal.
Also, I will say in that trailer, it's kind of clear that Morgan Freeman fucking dies.
Well, he'd have to. I mean,
no.
once you make it to part 3 and your man that's in charge, you didn't know what was going on the whole time. Yeah, it's time. Yeah,
and also it's clear that he's getting shot by the police. So.
Ooh.
Oh well, that sucks. All right, I have so many questions. I'm so excited. Okay,
because this is the
I love
this movie.
It's the third one. Yeah. I fucking love those movies.
Because this one's called Now You See Me, Now You Don't. That's what this one's called.
Yeah, because
Feels like
the
that's
other
what
one was
the second one should have been called.
well. I mean, I think it was always wanting to be a trilogy. Like they left it open in part 2. Like they found like the magic headquarters, and they went to one of the Asian countries, and it was all mysticism.
This is Fast and Furious.
It should have been. It should have been. Now you see me. Second one. Now you don't. Third one. Or do you?
Shut the fuck up. Oh, man, I love those movies. I went and saw.
Is that the counting cards one? They count cards?
No, that's 21.
21?
Oh.
Not
Wait.
the same.
But not to be confused with
Rounders?
21.
You're thinking the number 23 starring Jim Carrey.
Yes, that's the one that. Do you see all of these?
Not even close.
23. Right? Is that what you
Not
said?
even a little close.
Number
That's
23.
wild.
That's where my mind went.
Not in the same hemisphere.
Haven't seen
Oh.
it.
No spoilers because it just
it's
came
silly.
out. I went and saw Until Dawn.
Mm.
Run,
I wanted to
don't
watch.
It's so good.
I wanted to watch.
Yeah, I'm down to
Yeah.
watch it.
It's real good. It's gory as fuck. That's the only spoiler I'll give you.
sure.
You're gonna see shit you weren't ready for.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
the game is also pretty. The game
Yeah,
has its
the game's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of nods to the game, but it's not over the. It's not over. It's not. What's the?
It's not the same premise.
It's not at all. But there's a lot of nods to the
Little
game where you're just
things.
kind of like, oh, okay, that was. I get what.
Easter
okay,
Cool.
eggs.
I like that.
Is that
sure.
what you're trying-
Homages?
Easter eggs.
I was gonna say they're not trying to hit you over the head with it. That's what I was trying to say. Like it's very
Okay.
subtle. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good horror flick. I liked it a lot.
I have to check.
I would see it again. I enjoyed it a lot. But I was telling Scott and I told Anthony over the weekend. But like me and Shane got sat between two of the most stereotypical black women in a theater for a horror movie, and it was.
Oh, how was that?
It was delightful from top to bottom. I mean, did they need to shut the fuck up? Yes. But like it was like, nah, you're good. Just guys. But even at certain
You know
points,
when
even
they got scared, right?
oh,
like,
no,
it
the
would be
whole
me.
theater
I
knew
would
stuff.
yell. I
Like
would
there was
follow.
no. I mean, it's like, but even we at points were like, oh no. It's
Oh.
like, you know. But my favorite was my girl on my right. She was doing the like, hey, what are you doing? No,
Yeah, why are you doing that? Don't
I'm
do
like,
that.
No, you, bitch, you know better. You've done this before. Like, I'm just gonna.
Completely unrelated, but something that made me laugh. This is for sinners, by the way. Not a spoiler or anything, but there is a collection of characters who are the smartest people I've ever seen in any horror movie. They show up, they assess the situation, they're like, "Oh, nope," and they nope out of the entire movie. They're just gone. They're in one scene, and it's really funny to me.
Good for them.
God, that's right. I'd have to watch.
Yeah, we were gonna go to see Sinners last night, and apparently the movie is still so popular. It was still sold out. Like,
Oh, wow,
like
that's
not sold out, but all the good seats were gone. And I was like, well, I ain't fucking sitting up close. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it was-
fucking
It
bullshit.
was what, like a 10% drop in
I mean, it was,
which is
that's
fucking
good.
crazy good.
yeah, like it was.
Wow.
Every theater was still packed, and even like the 10 o'clock shows were packed. I was like, and I ain't going to no 10 o'clock show.
I might go Thursday. We'll see. We're gonna,
Yeah, so I
Maybe,
was like,
maybe
good.
not.
It was like good for this.
No,
It's
no, I
still
hope.
going
Ooh.
strong. Yeah,
It's fucking great.
I'd watch again.
yeah. I
think
do
if
want to see
watched
it.
again. I would try the Screen X experience.
Screen X, where there's three screens,
You're
so your entire
encased
peripheral
in
vision
the screens.
is in the movie.
Yeah, I would like to see what that experience is like. That one seems kind of cool.
I get a little. The Cinerama Dome up here
Yeah.
is large. Like, and I remember in San Diego they had
Oh, the
it was
one
in
at the Balboa Park? Is that the one?
Well, there's that, but there's the Mission Valley back in the day had one of those old school Cinerama domes where it was like the 3 screens and they would project all 3.
Yeah.
And I remember we went and saw Robin Hood Prince of Thieves in that theater, and it was so fucking huge. Like I was just like,
Wow.
because I'm old.
Babies.
What'd you say?
These two were babies when that came out.
Yeah, you trying to watch you try to explain the thong song to Shane this weekend. Silence.
Whoa.
He had no. He didn't know what a Nelly
You
was.
didn't know what the thong song was.
He didn't know what the
It's
thong
Cisco.
song
But
was.
it's not even Nelly, it's Cisco.
We went into a Nelly conversation
Yes.
after that.
That was the next
Nelly's
thing.
Air Force One.
Yeah,
You might
Like,
know
we
him
started
more
with
because he
Cisco.
has a song with Tim McGraw.
But Shane is like turning 30.
No, he's 30. He's 30.
Okay.
Oh,
Shane,
okay.
like
I think I sing it
you,
again.
you feel like something's
God.
It's just like a
transcend.
copywriting thing. We can't do this.
There was also a Weird Al version, which was the anti-thong song, and I remember those words, but I won't sing it. Go on.
Just threw me off. Like there are some things you think like transcend like age. Like if
think
they're
that's
old enough
valid,
to drink, they would know the thong song.
valid.
Kind of like everyone knows Tiny Dancer, right?
Yeah, Elton John.
Yeah.
Hold
Jordan?
me close.
Yes,
Tiny
yes.
Dancer.
Yeah, but do you
Okay.
only know it because Britney did a cover a couple years ago?
No, I know it because it
Okay.
was in a movie, and they kept
But you
mentioning
know it.
it.
And that's what keeps these things
That too?
alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
little
in
references.
Almost Famous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
references.
Like, has the thong song not appeared in a movie
It
recently?
probably did in those movies at that time.
Oh, at the time, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he's old enough to have seen some of them. So it's still,
Yes,
if we played it for him,
he might.
he would have probably recognized. But that kind of would have ruined the joke of it. So we didn't.
Sure. I mean, but also this is the kid I walked around Vegas a couple of years ago, and he said, "Oh, look, Shania Twain." He goes, "Who the fuck, Shania Twain?" So like, but once I played
That's
him
fine
a
with me.
song, he goes, "Oh, yeah, I didn't know who the fuck her name was." And I was like, "Yeah, fair enough." Like, you
I
know.
still find it wild that I saw Shane before I even got introduced to Shane because I watched Role Models and I remember that fucking kid.
Yeah, Steph let the cow out the bag. Leland's buddy Shane is a movie star.
Not a movie star.
One of
Just in
many
general.
movie stars
I
that Leland is best friends with.
I went to the
Yep.
midnight showing at Edwards Theater to watch Role Models because they gave free movie passes when I went to the midnight premiere of, I think it was Saw or A Haunted House. It was one of those two. I just know they gave free movie passes and I saw them. And I remember my ex-boyfriend at the time would always reference this little fucking kid to find out.
You would meet that little fucking kid.
I would meet that little kid and be like, I know who the fuck you are. I saw
It
you.
was
You were
weird that
little.
was their initial interaction.
Dude, it
Like
was
she just
so
saw him, and
weird.
before he could introduce himself, she's like, "I know who you fucking are."
So
It was
weird.
very
Hey,
uncomfortable for everyone.
Aren't you the kid that's mom got
Weird.
fucked by the bull? It's like- it's like- yeah.
Dude, that's
One
so funny.
very random
Ugh.
factoid about the thong song.
Oh, do tell.
Back in the day, like when Dragon Ball Z was doing its first run through Toonami on Cartoon Network, they made a flash game for Dragon Ball Z on the Toonami website. And when you played that game, for some reason, the soundtrack was an instrumental version of the thong song.
That beat slaps.
It was a good beat. It was like
Yeah.
it was just like the violins. I'm like, is this the thong song?
Did
And
I
it-
share
and it
that
was.
video to our chat
Which video?
about the violinist to the thong song? Or was
No,
that just
I
for
don't-
me? I guess that was just for me. That I literally just like a week ago is like, you know the thong song, but you ever wonder how the violin showed? And then like this professional violinist like, yeah, the producer just came to me, like they played it, and I'm like, oh, so like you just want like scales, like dun 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 dun, dun. And they're like, ah, shit, there it is, right? It's like it's a weird thing to see 25 years later, but now I know where the strings came from.
Remember it was maybe like 10, 15, I don't know, it was a while ago when like those two cello guys were doing like pop songs but just cello versions.
Yeah.
Their
like
fucking
the
version of
instrumental
Smooth
covers and
Criminal
stuff? Oh,
was legit. Like it was, I was just like, that is a fucking
think I've heard
amazing.
something like
It's
that,
like,
yeah.
I was like, and I think Smooth Criminal is like top tier. So I'm like, damn, all right, you
Top
get
5
there.
at least Jackson songs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I've heard
all right,
that
great,
reference.
yes, cool.
Everyone just had to take a breath for a second.
It was like, remember Michael Jackson's great. Yeah, it's like,
You both said but, so I thought there was going to be more. You just stopped.
That's what happens when you get older and you talk about the past. You just fall into a reminiscent hole.
I mean, I'll be honest. I thought Steph was going to say something, so I stopped talking.
Read Corm's thing about that's some Bridgerton shit, and I just like it just came. What is it? It just came to my knowledge like recently that there's so many classical covers on that show of today's songs, and I was like, I didn't know that was a thing that they do there, because like I've like actually like followed like accounts that do classical covers of pop songs or other songs, so I didn't know that they did that on the show, so I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, no.
I like to play a lo-fi channel in the office lobby of like just popular song covers.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than the default classic rock station that's always playing. I like classic rock a lot, but not every day. No, like it's an internet station, so it's not like a radio station.
Oh, okay.
But it's all just like classic rock, and then Weezer shows up, and I'm still not ready to accept that. But Foo Fighters is on the classic rock channel, and it just like, what's this doing here? This isn't right.
Did you guys hear the story about the Weezer's drummer wife?
Oh, his wife getting shot by the police?
Yeah.
It's their bassist.
She's dead?
And yes,
No,
I have heard.
she's not dead. All right. So what happened? What had happened was there was like a carjacking that turned into a car crash, right? And one of the dudes who stole the car and he was trying to evade the police, he started going through backyards, right? And he happened to go through the backyard of Weezer's bassist's his backyard, and his wife was home. Now his wife was probably high out of her mind because this man
not in the right state of mind,
and she calmly walks into her backyard holding a handgun, and there's police there because they're looking for this man. So these 3 cops, they see this woman with a handgun being like, put the gun down. What? Stop, put the gun down. This lady calmly raises the gun, fires on the cops. So they in turn return fire.
Back. Yeah.
She gets clipped on the shoulder, and she once again calmly walks back into her house. An hour or so later, she calls the police, being like, "Hey, I just got shot. There's these 3 bad men in my backyard, and one of them shot me.
How high are you?"
And then, a little while later, the police show up, and then she walks out of her house, and then she just lays on the ground in the middle of the street, and they arrest her.
And someone had their Zen thing like turn up. That thing was just.
Her serenity was at 10.
Yeah, serenity was at level 10. It was just like, man, she was chill.
That's wild.
It's in broad daylight. This all happened in broad daylight. It's fucking crazy.
Like, there's no part of that sentence that's not kind of astounding. Like the fact that it happened to somebody's famous's spouse. And then, like, of all the bands you could have ever picked, Weezer, like someone a lot of people don't think about, but do remember, and be like, oh yeah, the wife of a Weezer member, and then the story itself, which is still
It's
incredible.
Such a crazy story.
Yep.
Like, glad everyone survived, but
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
I'm glad
Insane.
everyone is fine, because that could go really bad. Luckily, it didn't go.
I mean, she got
I mean,
shot
she
in the
got
shoulder.
shot.
At least it was just the shoulder.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
survivable.
that's nuts.
Yes.
Man.
And yes,
Well, we
Corn,
didn't
that's the
all say
unspoken
it
part.
out loud, Corn, but yes, you're right. This is, this is only a white story.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So Leland and I went to FanFest over the weekend.
How was
You
that?
sure did.
It was a lot of fun. Think of it as Halloween Horror Nights, but springtime.
Is
Yeah.
everything sectioned off for different themes, or it's a theme a day?
There's
or
no
is it-
zones. Well, there's not really zones, but they set up. It was 5,
Yeah.
6
Okay.
Fine.
experiences to go through. Now, there are 2 that were maze-like.
Cool.
One that was just an environment. We went to the Back to the Future set, which was
Awesome.
like bucket list for me. You know, like we've talked.
Aw.
That's a top 5, top 10 movie for me. So to be on set in front of the clock tower, all that stuff, super fun for me.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
And then we went to the D&D section, which surprising that that's one that they went with. We, of course, we had drinks, novelty,
Aw.
goofy ass drinks. And the D&D had like a story that you followed,
That's cool.
which honestly, and not just because I'm a fan, but I think the D&D was the best of Back to the Future, D&D, Star Trek, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen. What am I forgetting?
Did you say Star Trek?
I did. Is that it? For some reason, I've not been able to remember all that were there.
You did say there were 5 different things, and you just named 5 things.
I did, but I feel like I'm not right. I feel like I'm... No, well, yeah. We went to Mario, but that wasn't part of it. We just
That
went
was
to Mario because I
That
never
was
been.
there.
I've been on the ride now, Steph.
Yay! Aw.
Yeah.
I mean, they had an Elphaba and a Glinda that you could meet. That was about as Oz as they got.
Yeah, it
Oh.
wasn't really a thing. Like,
It wasn't
I don't know
Back to
why.
the Future.
there.
I just saw Scott wrote Oz. In my head, it was the HBO show Oz. I was like,
And it
We all
was
go to
just
jail.
there?
why would they have a jail?
We all go to jail and fucking the guy from the Mayhem commercial fucking just rapes you. It's just
Oh no!
They reskin one of the roller coasters to be a bar of soap.
J.K.
God.
Simmons comes out and just spits on you and calls you the N-word.
Oh no! God, that's awful.
Actual
would
J.K.
watch
Simmons,
Oz.
not even a lookalike.
I watched all like 7 seasons of that show.
Wow.
I didn't even know that's what the show was about.
It's awful. It's good, but it's awful. It's awful people.
Jeez.
Yeah, but they put like Harry Potter, Mario, and like Oz on the poster to like, look, we have more IP. You're like,
Oh,
yeah,
just like
those
have-
things
We're
are
also open.
those things are there all the
Has
time,
that,
guys. Like,
has that slowed down yet? Like the
What?
Mario area, or is it still
no,
crazy?
so
And you can't.
the restaurant was still sold out.
Ugh, every time.
What was
But
nice
but-
though, since it was a late night event and on Sunday, we had like no lines for anything.
Yeah,
cool.
pretty much.
How's
Yeah.
the construction with like the what is it? The Fast and
Okay,
Furious
they
ride
have
going
built
on?
the warehouse, and the warehouse looks legit.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Like I was honestly kind of impressed with the warehouse. I was like, well, that fits. I was like, all right.
Okay.
I mean, but that coaster is
Wild.
all over the place. It is.
Oh, I'm sure.
It is long. It goes
I'm
down to
sure.
the bottom, comes back up. There's like a lot
I'm
of twists
sure.
and turns.
That
It's
was
gonna be
fun.
nuts.
There's a lot of inversions. I was like,
That was
Jesus Christ.
fun.
Like me and Scott were like, nope. I think like Shane and Adam were like, yeah.
I'll try it out.
It's
I
like-
gotta keep riding roller coasters till I can't. That's one of my fears now. I'm just not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna keep trying.
Leland, what was your favorite part of that night?
honestly, probably Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
because it was because it was the one that like I think we spent the most time. It was clearly the one they gave all the money to. So like, and they had
they
like
did a
all the-
whole like town square.
Like
I
it's
mean,
just
they
free to
had-
walk.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could
Like,
walk
free to
around down
walk
there. They
around.
had, they had some foods. You could a lot of photo opportunity, but they had like every character represented by an actor, and they would act out
Fun,
scenes.
and they're just out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
they
cool.
talked to the principal.
they
Oh, that's
projected
really fun.
fucking some of the movie on the clock tower. They had lightning strike it. Like it was
Nice.
Oh, that's
cool.
really cool.
it was really neat.
I
like
love
I
that.
I think that was the one that I surprisingly I mean I kind of had like I kind of got like a little emotional watching the movie on the clock tower. Like I was like, yeah, you know what? This movie may not be in like my top 20, but this movie is definitely in the top 50. I mean, this movie is like legit.
Cool.
I love this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it, but like Anthony and Shane were having a religious moment down there. Like those two ladies were like, they were holding each other, crying, doing all sorts. I was like, all right, the rest of us were like, this is great, this is cool,
That's a
That's
formative
awesome.
movie of my youth.
yeah.
Crying, laughing,
That-
throwing up.
I love that.
I mean, it was a good time. The D&D thing was very cool. I'm just surprised honestly someone read something. Like,
yeah.
Wouldn't be
I mean,
surprised
it
if there's
was-
nerds working there.
yeah,
It
no,
was
I mean,
not-
yeah,
It was not the movie at all.
it was the game. Like,
That's even cooler.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh.
they kind of like assigned you a role, and they were like, you are part of this, and you're gonna go do this. And they had actors. They had a dwarf and a tiefling running around, and we saw a
Oh,
fucking
oh.
It's
beholder.
like LRC plays Baldur's Gate.
That sounds fun.
I was the dwarf. Steph was a tiefling.
This is
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, like that. It was the one I had maybe the lowest expectation. I was very leery because I'm like, you can really phone this in, and walked out being like, it feels like that's the one somebody cared the most about.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, it was cool. I don't know. Scott said the
Jujutsu Kaisen.
zone was the best. I don't know if he's
We didn't even go there. He's
but,
I think he's fucking around.
but Scott branched off a bit to go get that shake. So like maybe he walked through. I don't know if he's being serious or not. Like he'll chime in a minute if he says it. We
still
didn't
don't
go
know
there.
what that is.
No, not a clue. I know it's an anime, and that is about as the extension I have. And there were so many people dressed up in character. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you is. But
Is that the one with the-
they had only One Piece actors, no zone. I was disappointed. Okay. The One Piece though, like there was so many One Piece cosplays.
Yeah.
I was taken aback. I would say One Piece and Star Trek they were kind of going head to head as far as like cosplay going on.
Is there a
I
lot
feel
of
there was
straw hat?
more. There was more One Piece.
Oh no, I'm not.
Straw
Yeah,
Hat?
I definitely. But there was a lot of Trek too.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the Jitsu 101. I
JJK,
wouldn't know
just-
I was like, I wouldn't know what they were dressed up as. There was a fair amount of Back to the Future people dressed up, but their clothes are just normal clothes. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of Marty's. You only knew it was Marty because of the orange vest. Like if they didn't have the orange
Oh.
vest, you're just like, that's just a dude in jeans and a jean jacket,
That's when I was playing. Wait, I don't know if it's a spoiler. Well, when I was playing Stray, there was a moment where I saw someone, and then I saw what it was referenced, and I was like, "Huh, I know what you're referencing."
Just
There
see
was
what
a-
the reference is, Steph.
Okay, there's a Back to the Future reference in Stray.
Right on.
And what is the reference?
Well, okay, so when I was looking, I was like, "Huh, why does this guy look a certain way?" He had like a little hat, and it was very like luminous looking. And then there was a guy
Very
who looked like
Steph-like.
Doc, who had a white fucking
Lab coat.
Lab coat.
lab coat. And I was like looking, and then I was just looking because they're like robots too. So then there was a guy with the vest, and I was like, it just hit me. This is a reference to Back to the Future. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I remember screenshotting that moment because I thought it was nice. I don't know. That's all. It's just cute. If you
Right
ever
on.
play it, it's a little surprise that I spoiled.
That's
I-
fine. That's not.
It's
the
just an
D
Easter egg. It's fine.
D&D food was great. I mean, it was like legit good.
It was the only food that was good.
I
Oh,
was about to say, would they have like a gelatinous Jello cube?
They
They did.
sure did, Stephanie.
Yep, they did. We ate it. Yep.
It was.
I've been
It was about
imagine-
this size.
Yes. I just
It was-
imagined like a gelatinous Jello
exactly
cube.
like that, Steph.
That's so
It- it
cool.
had-
I
And
would
it
have
had
bought
little
Indeed,
sugar
body
bones
parts
and a
in it, yeah.
sugar like dagger
That's cool.
inside.
Yeah, yeah.
So fun. I
That we-
love themes like that.
I've got
We
Right?
cut it. We cut it up. Ate that. It was bread and beer cheese, which was like
Ooh.
legit beer
Oh,
cheese.
that sounds so fun.
And they had like a little like charcuterie board that was really good. I don't
Drinks.
remember.
The drinks were all good.
The drinks were all good. Did Shane enjoy that sandwich he got? I don't remember.
He did.
Okay.
He did.
I mean, he ate it so fast, I have to assume, but like, and then we made the mistake. We went to the 10 Forward, the Star Trek bar.
Mhm.
We got some drinks there. You and Shane got the same drink, and you instantly were like, "Well, this is the spiciest thing I've ever had in my life." And
Was there tahim?
No, it was jalapeno syrup.
I mean,
Oh.
they apparently everything in space had to be spicy. Like nothing was not spicy in any of the stuff in space.
Sort of true,
Um,
yeah.
I don't remember what Adam had, but he said it was good. But then fucking we went over to the Quarks bar and every food item on there was spicy as shit. You got the hot Cheetos hot dog, right?
I sure did, and I fucked up.
Yeah. Not
It
even a
was
hot
really,
dog, it was
really
a
hot?
corn dog.
It was a corn dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, with the
So-
with hot Cheeto.
Hot
dust.
Cheeto
Hot
powder?
Cheeto, like
Yeah,
pressed around.
yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
So like, I'm 2 drinks in, spaced out, so I'm not feeling it. But like,
Man.
these are theme park drinks, so there's a lot of
Yeah.
sugar,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
feeling like I don't really want to eat anything too like
But you should.
much or large. I don't want to eat a lot,
Yeah.
a large amount of food right now. Just a little something to keep me going until the next time we snack.
Yeah, but it was 11 o'clock at night.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So there's like a burger, and there's I mean, in hindsight, I should have gone for the hummus. There was like a burger, a burrito, a corn dog, like meatball, no, like lamb chops or something.
no, there was a chicken wing. Shane got the chicken wings.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, corn dog. Yeah, I'll do a corn dog. Kind of like dense, a little greasy. Maybe that'll like sit.
Yeah, absorb
already-
the alcohol kind
Yeah, I've already got the spicy drink, so the hot Cheeto part does not even register to my brain. And it's on like a modest plate of fries. I'm like, this feels
Yeah, so
fine.
you got fries. Okay.
I order it, go over to the side of the counter where the food comes out, and after a couple minutes, I see one come out, and it's this fucking big.
Oh no.
It was huge.
arm?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yes.
it was the size of a forearm.
Oh, that's like fair food.
Yeah.
It
Like
was-
a 12-inch, like the foot-long corn dogs. Is that what it was?
I see it, and I look to I think I look to you, Leland, or I go like, oh no, I fucked up.
Yeah, well, no, it was
That
Adam
all
because
hot
you
Cheetos? That's-
Oh,
you and Adam got the same thing, and you both were like, I think we made very poor decisions right now.
it was more than we
Mistake.
wanted, and like it is thick.
What is
Uh,
that? Oh my
yeah.
god.
and,
It really is
and
an
so
arm.
like we finally get it, and when I go to pick up my order, we just came from 10 Forward, so I'm only like a quarter into my drink. The jalapeno's slowing me down, which is a good thing. It's tasty, it's good. I like a
Okay.
spicy sweet drink,
Yeah.
but like I had it in my hand when I ordered it, but when I go to pick up my food, they're like, "Ooh, you had that when you ordered this other drink?" I'm like, "Yeah, I set it down right in front of your guy." Like,
Yeah.
we can't give that to you. And in my head, I'm like, I know why this is a thing.
Yeah.
I understand.
But I paid.
I'm like-
I'm an adult.
But I'm like, well, it's a little
Do
too
you
late
still
now.
have a drink already?
I'm like,
Yeah.
well, like, can I
Oh.
finish it and then then take it? They're like, oh, you can finish it. I'm like,
Yeah.
dunk. Like, you gotta wait like 10 minutes. I'm like, again, I can quickly rationalize why this is important, but your man fucked up over there.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
finished
if they
it.
already saw you got a drink. At that point, you'd be like, "Oh, sorry, you can't get this drink right now."
Like, give this to me and information for the future that like I can't have 2 drinks at the same time. I get it.
But here's the kicker. I also ordered a drink while holding my drink, and they didn't say nothing to me either. But I also, in the 10 minutes that we got the drink from 10 forward and moved to Quark, had finished my drink.
Yeah, by the
Because
time like
I
this
have
happened, he's done.
absolutely no ability to pace myself. So
I
I
know
was
what that's
like, fuck it. I got in, I was like, can I get another drink? It's like,
Oh my goodness.
So like I go to sit down to have this fucking whale dick of a corn dog, and like I saw my drink on the counter. I'm like, I guess I'll come back to you later. What I wasn't prepared for in this corn dog is that it was also filled with cheese.
oh yeah, that's cool.
It's got like a regular fucking hot dog, like a regular like jumbo hot dog,
Yeah.
not large at all. And then it is surrounded by cheese, and then there's the hot Cheeto dust, which is like a non-factor at this point. I think I had 4 bites would be generous. I think I probably only had 3 bites. I'm like, no, this is not gonna go well. I'm gonna eat these fries, and even by the time I'm done with that, I'm like, well, now that spicy ass drink that I just pounded is all starting to congregate my tummy. I'm like, I don't feel good. I'm gonna guys, we're hanging here, right? My tummy's hot.
Yeah, we were there
that's
for a
the
good
worst.
30 minutes, just kind of
Yeah, we chilled there for a
decompressing.
while. Also, Leland's food took 20 minutes to come out, so
Is
we
it
sat for a while.
Are they like
Yeah.
shareable sizes for everything?
I mean,
or
they
was that
could
just a
have been.
Well, the
gigantic
corn
hot
dog
dog?
was.
We didn't think. I mean, yeah. By the time I got out, you guys were all done with your meal. Like it was all right.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Because I feel like in those situations, I try to share things because I realize one, I don't want to be fucking full when we're still walking around this thing.
I just want to snack on silly food. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
And I thought the
Yeah.
corn dog would be like normal-ish.
I mean,
Yeah, I was
okay.
thinking, they didn't describe that. No one showed a corn dog.
No,
Like, I
okay.
saw the
Hold
photo.
on. Okay, I was gonna say
Go ahead.
Can I see?
the photo was pretty what it was. So I'm kind of a little taken aback that you were like, I didn't realize it was gonna be so big. Like the photo really kind of showcased it. It was a large,
The photo,
large.
yeah, the photo made it
Korean
look like
corn
it
dog.
was
I
a
mean,
pretty
like-
good size, but like the photo to what it was, I still feel like the photo underestimated what I was served.
I mean, fair enough. I don't think it was as good as me and Scott's cheese bread and charcuterie board from a
No,
couple
it was
hours
not
ago.
as good.
but-
Not nearly
Yeah.
as good. Not by a mile.
I mean, like I
Cardassian dog.
yeah, the
that what you got?
Cardassian dog.
Okay.
Cardassians are an alien species of the
Gotcha.
Alpha Quadrant. I ordered some sort of Bajoran burrito nonsensical thing, and they're also an alien species
Another alien.
of the Alpha Quadrant. And but like I asked the guy, I was like, "There's no way to make this non-spicy," and he was like, "No." And I got I was a little too inebriated. I was buzzed, and like. I just said yes to whatever he asked if I wanted, and because I just wanted to get away from him, because he was so weird. And like in the menu, the drink menu was like a rotating screen. It just kept going so
Yeah.
fast. And I was like, "Oh, I want to get a drink," and he was like, "Well, which one?" I was like, "Well, the menu is disappearing. Like, do you have like a menu I can look at?" And he goes, "I have this piece of paper." "You mean the menu?" "Yeah, thanks." So like.
Oh my God.
Like, and I'm like, "I'll take the Bajoran sunrise," and he's like, "Oh, okay," but like I wasn't gonna eat my burrito, so I cut into it, like filleted it just to eat what was in it, because it was all like very, very good meat, but like bathed in sriracha. And I am not. This is the first time I've ever had like sriracha like in this much concentrate. And I took one bite. It's like, well, this is spicy as fuck, but I'm here and I need to get food in me. So I just I just ate all the meat out of it.
I'm looking at There's
It
no
had some
pictures,
pickled stuff, but
but I'm looking at some of the menu and I'm laughing at the One Piece thing because it says Sanji's chicken adobo, and I was like, oh, they have a chicken adobo.
Yeah, we didn't fuck around over there. So the
Yeah, I
One
was
Piece
like,
stuff,
what the
the Jujutsu Kaisen, that's all.
Funny.
I mean, we really took our time with what we did go through.
Yeah.
And the Star Trek experience was like the D&D, where they kind of walk you through a story of several rooms, people in light prosthetics. The Star Trek story was not good.
it was disappointing.
yes.
That was the one I was looking the most to see. So I was a little like, all right, that's cool.
But we did get a photo on the bridge of the Enterprise D.
Did we? Dude.
Are you gonna be fucking sour about the fact that you got you sat in the captain's chair?
But it wasn't like the one that was screen used in the experience. It was outside, just chilling. Yes, I sat in that. It was cool, but it wasn't the one. I did actually. It's like,
you kind of have to. Like,
yeah, it's like.
I like how. Where is it? I like how for the D&D thing, the one that you're mentioning, I don't see pictures yet, but I'm assuming the right? There was a board, like a
Charcuterie board.
board.
Yeah.
A charcuterie board,
It's called Traveler's Rations. Is that what it is?
It was great.
It's really cool.
It was legit good.
Yeah.
It
dried
had like
fruit, hardtack cheese, honeycomb, and dried meats. I was like,
it was
that's
great.
great.
The naming of everything was on point.
Yeah.
So
All of
fun.
the names for everything was great.
I mean, you had the good berry, right, Anthony? The drink?
No, I had the Eldritch Blast,
Oh,
the
I'm looking
vodka
at
one.
it.
the vodka one. That was
Okay.
good. That was my favorite
green
drink of the night.
apple,
Yeah.
kiwi, and lemon juice topped with Sprite, garnished with an electric dusk rim, kiwi boba popping pearls, and a mint sprig.
Yeah, Adam got the one that was the spicy one that was with dry ice because it was
the dragon's breath or
Oh,
something.
Dragon's breath, yeah.
breath. Tequila, dragon fruit syrup, lime juice, jalapeno topped with hibiscus ginger beer, served with dry ice. That's so
A lot of,
fun.
A lot of spicy things were dabbled in, and
A lot of spicy.
it did upset Leland.
And then me, Scott, and Shane had the good berry, which was like it was a real.
I see. Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit the other day. Like, it was good either way, but I personally felt once you mixed it a little bit and it started to kind of like get together, I thought it got better. But no, it was a good time. I would like to think they're probably going to do another one at one point because it's been very successful for them.
That's
but like,
really cool.
I don't know what other IPs. I mean, they don't own. I mean, they own a fair amount, but like. I don't know if you're gonna do Trek again, you gotta do something different. Like, I don't know.
At least a story with a third act.
What's that?
At least a story with a third act.
I mean, no, what'd you say, Jordan?
Put some respect on it.
I mean, there was respect. It just seemed like there wasn't the money. Like that's what it felt like. They were just like, we spent all the money on Back to the Future and fucking D&D, so paint this bitch blue. This is like, oh, all right. Put her in that uniform. Yeah. Have her say dumb things, It was like, all right, that'll work. It was fine. I had a good time, but like, but I think Back to the Future was kind of special, and I really dug it.
Aww.
Yeah, it was. That was a special one.
Yeah. But no, it was a good time, and the drinks were good. Like that Bajoran drink I got at the end of the night was great. Like it was like fucking, I don't know. I saw tequila and rum. I didn't really read past that. I was just like,
That sounds fun. I love a theme.
Yeah, Scott's right. None of the people knew how to make drinks. They were all pre-made. They just,
Yeah.
No, but it was like, but also like the guy at the 10 forward bar, like I had to hold my tongue because he was just giving wrong Star Trek information out, and I was just like, it's like, come on.
You said he was like 80% right in everything he was saying.
Yeah, like he was 80% right, but the things that were wrong were like the most wrong thing of it. You're just like, what are you fucking doing, man?
He's just giving the drunk history version.
It's fine. That's fine. But like the joke was that like I would know how to say all the Star Trek things, and like Anthony would know how to say all the D&D things. Like it was like during the fucking Star Trek thing, like fucking Shane kept leaning over, just like, what species is that? I was just like, oh, that's a trill. He was like, oh. We get in the next room. He's like, What species is that one? I was just like, that is an Orion. It's like I think he knew. I think he was just fucking with me at that point. He's just like, I'm gonna see this kid say things. Just like, yeah.
Steph, I wanted to report my experience on the Mario Kart ride.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam's family.
It's mid.
Man, I know my exact moment when I went on that ride. I was sitting, and then when the music started playing, I know I was in absolute awe. I don't think a tear actually fell, but I was literally like, this is so cool. And I just had my little moment of, this is a ride for me. I
enjoyed.
I think it was the nostalgia.
I enjoyed the queue more than the ride itself.
And what's crazy is I totally missed that queue because when I went with my brother and his girlfriend at the time, I took the single rider's exit and they went through that. Yeah. So I went in the back and I was in the towers and like looking over the ledge to see all the people like walking around and stuff. But then like,
have you gotten to go back and see?
Straight to the queue. No, because at that time it was still new. I'm going to send you
a gang of pictures. I took a gang of pictures as like we were racing through the queue because there was no line.
That's so fun. Oh
yeah, you'll enjoy them. Yeah, like all. I mean, when it debuted, I said it, and going there just confirmed like it is such a perfect design for like Mario World to make you feel immersed in it. The color palette is perfect. Really
yeah. Mm.
So yeah, I'll send you all the photos of the Mario Kart Cube, but the ride itself was mediocre.
My problem with the ride is like you can't control that thing.
You can't control. You're just
up.
There.
And none of the things are up.
It shoots where you're looking.
What?
Yeah.
It shoots where you're looking.
So it shoots up. Like
you move your head to aim.
Maybe they should say that.
Long? We need to try to do this again.
Well, that would explain why I only had like 13 points and everybody else like hundreds. I was like, the fuck did I do wrong?
Shane told me like you aim by like moving your head around.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense. My head was going all over the damn place.
So Spider-Man and Toy Story does it better.
I'm confused though.
I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about.
I don't know.
You're playing Mario Kart. You throw shells. You can throw shells at other
see the
AR projected.
Probably should say that because I did not know
you
have a helmet on or anything.
Yeah. You got a big like visor over your face.
Yeah, like a visor with a screen.
And there's AR projected other Mario Kart racers.
In my head, like cameras tracking your face on this ride. Like I was like, how does this work? Like,
it's really high tech.
Disney would have done it that way.
Jordan, I kind of put a picture you can look at in the thing.
It's wild because like there was another thing at Mario Land. It was the asteroid game. Have you guys seen that asteroid game? But like
I'm aware of the game Asteroids, but I don't know what you're talking about. We went in, did the ride, and bounced out.
Oh, okay, because there's an area in there where like you stand on this thing and it will show your silhouette on the wall, and then like asteroids or fireballs will come at your silhouette and you just move your arms in different ways to kind of like block the thing. But I just thought that was wild technology because I was just like, you're taking my silhouette over there and my movements are blocking the stuff over there. I don't know. I just thought it was really cool because we were just in this big room and I was like, this is great. Yeah. You could jump and it'll show you jumping and then you'll jump. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was really fun.
Do you want that picture up on the stream or just?
Oh, I was just giving you an idea that you could see the helmet, and then a
visor attaches
to it.
Because the visor is hardwired to the cart,
to the ride itself. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember it's been a long time.
So everyone can like get a visual of what is
being
described here.
And then the pleasant couple behind us that photobombed us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot about
there
that.
they are.
Yep.
Yeah.
So a visor kind of magnetically attaches to the head here that you put on.
Yeah.
And it's heavy.
Yeah. There's weight to it.
It's heavy and the chairs are uncomfortable.
I remember them being a bit
Did you have
It's uncomfortable for a man, maybe more.
Yeah.
Maybe more, not only.
Hold on, Scott. I think that the other one you're looking up at. No, you are not. I thought he was in the second.
It's
one.
off stream now. It's fine.
Scott remains a mystery.
Shit. I really thought he was in the photo. Yeah.
No one told me anything. You're fine. It's okay. That's so real.
Yeah,
That's
overall, super fun night. You're hanging out with the boys. You know, it's a good time. There's overpriced, silly drinks.
Love it.
You know, we're running around making dick jokes all night. Super blast.
It sounds like a night out with the boys.
Aww.
Yeah.
No, that sounds super fun.
Yep,
that was talking about booze, watching Back to the Future, talking about dicks.
Eating hot dogs.
That's how we do things.
And eating hot dogs.
And having spicy stuff.
Boys' night.
Boys' night.
Dude's night out.
All right, let's get out of here. What do you say, friends?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. It's been an absolute blast to hang with our friends and to hang with you. If you would like to see us anytime during the week, we've got plenty of accessibility. Oh, fucking Jordan up here doing magic tricks.
Oh, yeah, we got our EDC boxes. It's
Like now you see me, now you don't.
Or do you?
These are all true things.
We have the show here live on Twitch every Tuesday at 7-ish p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you have missed any part of the show, you can find it as a full video on YouTube. Search League of Ridiculous Conversations or at LoRC Podcast. That's how you find us across the board on all social medias. We are on the relevant ones. You can also, if you want to see where some of these photos are getting posted, get into our Discord. If you're new to the show, to the chat, to anywhere, if you're new to us, we have a free Discord, and it is fan-fucking-tastic. Amazing human beings like the ones here in chat, but more. Lots of channels, all active, a super supportive community, and I love them dearly. They are the best people in the world. Check the link in the chat if you're with us live, or reach out to us at any social media of your choice by searching at LORC Podcast. If you would like to find me on the internet, I'm out there at Spooky the 13th on Blue Sky and Threads.
You usually do the thing in alphabetical order, so that's why
I know it feels dumb because we know what order we go in, but in alphabetical order we all are.
Okay.
You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear. I mostly just post on Blue Sky. And I will say, if you like video games and you like turn-based RPGs, you should absolutely play Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It's fucking phenomenal. It's such a beautiful game. It's well acted, fantastic soundtrack, and it's the super fun. It's the most fun turn-based RPG I've played in a very, very long time. It's a very active too. Like you can dodge or parry enemy attacks. It's really fun. It's great. It feels like they made it specifically for me. Leland, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Leland Pierce Art on Instagram. Sometimes I do art.
Stephanie?
Hi, you can find me online at Stephanoids. That's STPHUHNOIDS. I post shit. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jordan, since last week, I've heard, I think, 3 other places talk about that Swamp Gothic game.
Oh, yes. South of Midnight.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic. South of Midnight is a very good game to play before you watch Sinners, because they say some things in Sinners. I'm just like, I know that from South of Midnight.
I know these references.
Also,
so once again, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. Is there a Thursday show?
Yes, we'll probably do co-op. We did do co-op Thursday last Thursday. We actually got through part 5.
Yeah, we
So
got through the
this week,
game.
hopefully,
Yeah.
part 6.
Yeah.
7:30
almost
p.m.
at the
Pacific
end.
Standard Time on Thursday, right here, twitch.tv/LRC podcast.
Everybody, you got to believe. You got to show up. That's how the magic works. That's how the stream operates.
Yeah.
You got to clap and believe in fairies.
It was a good. It was a fun time.
It was really
That one
fun.
was
Thank you, everybody. You are all fantastic. We can't wait to see you next time. But until then, bye.
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 Oh, it's being weird.
Oh no.
Oh no. We need lasers. Lasers, balloons, confetti.
He's lost his powers.
He's lost all his magic.
Maybe they got rid of it.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well,
No.
bye everybody.
the world is ending.
I wish
hold on.
I had real balloons to just like raise up.
It's all these real balloons that you had under your desk this whole time.
Yeah, just stuff that like would pop up.
It says I
Literally
gotta
an arm
do a
reach.
thing now.
We got Choco. We got little cutesy things that pop up.
Status menu.
We got my giant. Is that crickets? Oh, I'm on the left. That was a magic trick. I'm on your left. Oh,
Ah,
I'm
man,
on your right.
It's telling me to do shit. I don't know.
It's
Oh.
That's
It's-
all right. We'll talk to everybody later. Bye.
Oh, okay. That worked? I didn't know that would work.
What happened?
bye everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.